You know we keep it alive. You know we keep it alive.
What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, our content and our community, is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it.
Bama in the microphone. Look me up on YouTube. True cut, straight from the stone. Ain't no selling fairy tales. I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I breathe it. From the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film, study, so militant. I ain't guessing a thing. Break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Hey, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get it, channel. YouTube channel family. TikTok channel family. What's up, Facebook? What's up, Twitch? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitter? What's up, Kick? What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Coach Smook Network. Chatting with Coach Smook. Late night. It ain't late, but it's nighttime and it's dark. And for some of y'all, it's extra cold, man. I know we got this this winter storm passing through the United States, going to affect millions. I pray that everybody stays safe, man. Tonight, throughout the weekend, it's supposed to get pretty bad going into next week. So, preferably, you all have done all the things to prepare for however this weather is supposed to affect us. But we're going to pray for protection for everybody, man. We know God to be a way maker. So if you do the right thing, you'll be all right. Listen, we got a quick show tonight. You know, we weren't going to come live. The only reason we came live tonight is because we didn't come to talk to y'all this morning. We've been on top of a story about Alabama's portal moves. We've been on top of a few situations. And I haven't cared to kind of shed no insight on it because I knew this would be a drawn out process. But yesterday I got some confirmation through some people, and you all know we had this young man had an interaction with him in a previous status. So we will talk about that tonight. Is Alabama going to make a move? We'll see. But going to get a little bit into that. But then we just got hot topics, man. Men's basketball tipping off tomorrow against Tennessee. That's a huge game. Women's basketball tipping off, I believe, Sunday. 2 home matchups this weekend for both programs. And Alabama's men's coming off a big win on the road against Oklahoma last second, be able to hold them off. Oklahoma had a chance to win it, but Alabama was able to hold them off. Some things still need to work on that those offensive half court sets. But then on the women's side, man, the injuries really taking a toll on how effective we are on the offensive end. Not so much the defensive end. You see the defensive effort from the women's team, but the offensive end, you can see the lack of experience kind of showcasing itself, and the lack of continuity. So we got to get Essence Cody back. We got to get the young De Silva back. We got to get everybody. Got to get everybody back healthy and back in game shape, because we're getting into that part of the schedule, that conference schedule, that push that really helps with your tournament seeding. You know, conference tournament play, past the stats. It helps the resume. So all of those things, we're going to discuss them tonight, talking Bama hoops. And then we're going to open the phone lines. So we need y'all help getting these numbers up, man. I'm going to take a little sip real quick, man. I got my 1186 water, man. If y'all haven't had it, this is the best water to drink if you're going to drink bottled water. But y'all know we transitioning off of this, man. We waiting for our Epic filters from our new sponsors, man. Shout out to Epic Filters. Give them a hand clap there, Jordan. And Mary J, bring that banner up. We actually got notification that someone purchased 2 filters. No, it had to be 2 people, because you can't use the coupon code twice in one order. So we got a notification that somebody used our coupon code to go purchase some Epic water filters. So that means you purchased a pitcher with the whole device, and you purchased 2 replacement filters. You know, those filters last for like 90 days or something like that, 6 months. I didn't even read the whole thing, but I think they have some that are like 90 days, 60 days, like. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate you, whoever did that, the 2 people that processed those orders using that promo code SMOOK15. Hope you enjoy your 15% discount. And the more that we see purchases in the spread of that brand, they're going to continue to give us perks. The people that support this community, you'll be able to benefit. That's with all the products that we're promoting. Just pay attention to a lot of things in the description and all of that. Y'all will see, man, we got a lot of things going on. The brand is growing, all because of the AAA family. Let's do a little roll call. We're going to take our time and get into this show tonight. Like I said, it's one of those things, man. We don't have to be in no rush. We don't have to be in no rush tonight. We got a lot of open forum type feels around the conversation. So I'm going to give y'all about 2 minutes to go ahead and type in the chat where you watching from. And rep your team tonight too, man. I've been noticing we've been having a lot of different fan bases pop in. Shout out to the new members of the AAA family. If you received a membership last time through the gifted memberships that we supplied in the chat, what is it? I forget. Was it the last live stream? Congratulations to you. Welcome to the AAA family. We will be giving you a lot of members only content this upcoming week. We got our first confirmed. And Jordan, get ready to applaud this one. We got our first confirmed interview for the Senior Bowl. We'll be ironing out the details tomorrow, so y'all give it up for that. Shout out to our brand manager, Chastity, make it do what it do. Do yon. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get it do yon. You know what I'm saying? Chastity gonna get it do yon. She ain't just gonna get it done. She gonna get it do yon. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out and make sure y'all tune into our Senior Bowl coverage. It's something different, I know. A lot of y'all just want to hear panelists talk and cry about Bama. What's wrong with Bama? Y'all want me to be like these other guys, just whatever narrative make your feelings feel good. Nah, we like to just discuss informative topics. And sometimes they can get a little emotional and dragged out. They can have fan perspective and takes and opinions, and we like that. That's what we want. We don't want to just keep doing the traditional thing. It's time to get away from that. But yeah, what's up, TikTok? I see y'all tapping that screen over there. Appreciate y'all, CJ. I see you tapping in over there, Dalton, Antonio. Appreciate y'all. Let me take a little sip and then we're gonna do a roll call, man. Oh yeah, that's good right there. That's good. All right, let's get it. I got the comments right now. I can run the comments. Let's get it. Chat. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Roll Tide, Zach. Appreciate you for pulling up. Roll Tide, Zach. I give it up for my brother Zach. Mary J on the ones and twos in the back and in the chat. That's what we talking about, making it do what it do. Appreciate you, Mary J. What's good, Bama Davis? What's good, man? Good to see you, Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Bama Davis. Good to see you, Bama boy. I see you, my brother. Good to see you, Roll Tide, man. I see y'all, man. I can read tonight too. It looks different. Cindy, good to see you. Dalton, Manny, the 28th is a good day. Is the 28th your birthday, Dalton? Good to see you, Dalton. Roll Tide, man. Yeah, Cindy, I'm going to be down that way, girl. I'm going to be down that way. You know we got to head up. You got to pull up at walk-ons. Pull up that walk-on so we can get it going, you know, get that AAA going. What's crazy is we actually going to have our two graphic design personnel on the network. They are both based out of Mobile, and we're trying to have them meet up for the first time, and we might be able to have some on-site merch production in place. We don't know yet. We're trying to make some moves, but yeah, we're gonna do that. Coach Smook, remember when I gave you belt? CJ, you remember when I gave you belt? Little bum. Why you wanna? This man, you need a whooping. As a matter of fact, I'm not even getting on the game tonight. I'm gonna wait till Monday. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, Baxter, Tennessee, as always, and I'm Roll Tide through and through, all the way to my prosthetic. This man right here with this prosthetic. Oh, man. Emma Dave, you gonna get it one day, bro. You gonna get it. I'm gonna catch up with you one day, man. Slow down. Roll Tide, Jordan Wright on the ones and twos, and all the way from Birmingham, Alabama. Appreciate you for pulling up. You know what you do in the back, bro? I be loving Bama boy and GA. Let me guess, you from what part of Georgia? What part y'all think he from? Atlanta. Y'all think he from Atlanta? Y'all think he from Atlanta? Huh? Y'all think that man from Atlanta? Any news on spring ball? We ain't even got a finalized roster, Bama boy. What you mean, man? Like, calm down. You know what, Bama boy? I think you and my brother Doug would be best friends. High anxiety and just like, over anxious all the time about stuff you really can't control. Ooh, I'm changing my number. I'm telling you, you're going to be there during the Senior Bowl on game day. Yes. That's the plan. So, yeah, final announcement before we get into the show. We got about 30 seconds. We will be at walk-ons. We will continue to make daily announcements of our appearances at walk-ons, but our plan is to make an appearance every night. Or we're trying to consolidate all of the players available for interviews. We're trying to consolidate them to come through at one night, at between certain time frames. and just have a one live where we just kind of feature them and let them talk live here on the network, get some like background and some projections using our new stats information that we use, our stat and analytics system brought to us by Sports Info Solutions. You go check them out at sportsinfosolutions.com. Next level stat and analysis. I can't talk. Next level stat analysis for NFL, MLB, NBA. You got college tracking, all of these things that you can get in and just stat breakdown from what a quarterback looked like between the 20 and the 35 on third down, in the second half, down by 15. Like, that's the type of stats that they can bring you. So any arguments we have going forward, I think we're going to be able to check every block when it comes to talking facts and actual numbers and not just our opinion. Help us win a lot of these debates with these fair weather fans. So let's get into the show tonight, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy, Coach Smook. And let's do it, man. Somebody type it in the chat, say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's talk some Bama ball. Go ahead, Jordan. Take us in.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just feel sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Hey, yeah, let's get it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I probably got the coldest transition on YouTube. That beat go hard. I ain't gonna lie, that's not going. But listen, I appreciate y'all for pulling up tonight. Topic of conversation. Portal ads, portal exits. We've talked about it. We've kind of given our review. Now it's time to like give a little projection on what this means for Alabama. You look at the roster, man, and the staff continuing to add assets. You got depth pieces signing on. Like these portal ads were very good for what was needed. I know we've heard people say that a couple times this week on the phone lines for what was needed, but I think we actually kind of upgraded, especially on the defensive front. The amount of experience we got there, what we lost as far as production. I think you got guys that for their teams and their schemes that they were previously in, I think you got similar production from those guys in those schemes. So you're not losing as far as talent development curve and all of that. You're not losing anything on that. I look at this and I say every asset that was added from the portal is coming in to play an intricate part. Only because you look at what this, and I truly believe this, chat. You look at what this staff was developing. And I'm sorry, I think I might have frozen myself again. Every time I do that, all right, let me exit off of this. That's what it is. Every time. So every time you look at like the transition phases of organizations, especially at the collegiate level, you look at key styles of players, right? That carry on success. What have we seen at Alabama that had great success at Washington during their turnover season? And I'm not talking about actually committing turnovers, but that transition season when Kalen DeBoer took over the first year, they went 10-2, and then the next year when they went 14-1 and lost in the national championship. What are some characteristics from that roster that you can say are currently present? We're currently present or were present in the first 2 years of Kalen DeBoer's tenure, right? I'll say this. The only thing that I can truly say was available that looks similar to what Washington fielded and had great success was, I would say, the secondary production that you got at Washington with their defense and how they played, right? A different scheme, but the secondary was developed the same way. I don't know if that was like a thing that Coach DeBoer saw in Coach Mode, that he wanted his secondary to be developed like what he had at Washington, right? We don't necessarily know the connection there, but we see that it's worked out. Defensively, the defensive line looks a lot like it did at Washington. A disruptive, active line, not necessarily the most the most dominant, right? But you're talking about the D-line. The D-line made plays last year. Athletic linebacker group, right? Those are characteristics that we saw with Washington's defense when Chuck Morrell was their defensive coordinator, right? You see those things carried over. And what's crazy is I think we saw it more prevalent this season. Now that Chuck Morrell is over there on the defensive staff and in that inside linebacker room, I think you saw more of a more athletic version of what that Washington defense was, because we know they didn't have necessarily the top tier athletes that Alabama had available. So you look at the style of what was carried over from the defense. Now, offensively, I think we got a little bit of story there, a different story there. We have not seen the run game production be as it was at Washington in no facet. We have not seen a running back run the ball like Dylan Johnson, or even the first year. I forget what the first running back name was, but the running back, they had a trio of running backs from the first year due to injuries, right? And Johnson benefited from being the bell cattle for the injuries in the running back room. So I look at it and I say, okay, that's a characteristic that needs to come over. We need to find that bell cow rushing 1-2 tandem like they ended up kind of having to lean on towards the end of the season, right? The offensive line, something that they did in the portal that they had at Washington. You're talking about a deep interior group of offensive linemen, right? Not a limited group like they were last year. A deep interior group, meaning the guard between the guards. That group, you want at least 9-10 assets competing at those positions, right? And you want athleticism. We've had strength. We've had brute force at those guard positions, right? But we've struggled at pass pro at those positions over the past 4 years, right? We haven't seen necessarily the second level engagement in run blocking. And some may blame it on play calling. I think we got to get a better, when we pop, but it doesn't carry through in our run blocking. And that's why the run game, I think, is limited. It's spotty. When we carry through, we look like a good run team. So the offensive line, the makeup of it is looking like it did at Washington. So that's a style that's carrying over. You look at the style of wide receivers, you got your big wide receivers at the X, you got your multi-purpose wide receivers at Z, you got your slot guys, quick playmakers that with the ball in their hands, they do everything. You got guys that you put in the backfield. They did that at Washington. They found success. What are we missing? I think key number one, we have not had the quarterback that we saw Washington have great success with, right? We have not had that style of quarterback, nor have we had the run game to assist the quarterback like that run game did at Washington. So I would encourage the Bama fans to look at it from this perspective. And it makes sense when you think about it. You come to the University of Alabama, and I think somebody alluded to this on the phone line the other day too. You come to the University of Alabama, and you have all the top 300 players from each class. You got 20 of them available on your roster from the last 3 classes. You're not going to be inclined to just run out and try to get all skilled, this guy from here, this guy from there, because you kind of want to trust the talent on roster. And the story that's being told right now, and the story that may be the narrative that may be projected, is that what Coach Saban was recruiting during his tenure, towards the end of his tenure, was not what was needed to sustain a dominant level of play or championship level contention at the collegiate level. We can make that argument. So I like that banner that Mary J created, styles for success. Like, you got to look at the style of college football now. Look at how the Big Ten is winning right now. Look at how the Big Ten is winning. They're not getting bigger on the interior defensive line or the interior offensive line. They're getting athletic across that front. They're utilizing portal. All 3 of those schools that have won, Michigan, Ohio State, and now Indiana, have benefited greatly. A lot of their key contribution has come from the portal. But the style, the anatomical makeup of these guys, they outlast teams in the playoffs. That's been happening for the past 3 years, and we got to stop trying to have this SEC bias, right? college football is the talent spread has been evenly spread for probably the past 4 or 5 years now. It's a fact. You have FCS schools and D1AA schools going into SEC schools and giving them runs for their money. So it's not like all the hype around the SEC is no longer there anymore. Once money got freely involved, it changed the game. So let's accept it. But I will say this, as far as the talent spread top to bottom, as far as conference prestige and competition level of play from top to bottom, I do believe you still have some of the best athletes and some of the best, I guess, quality of competition in the SEC. That doesn't necessarily make the SEC better than the Big Ten, because look at what's being produced out of the Big Ten. You look at the amount of NFL prospects being drafted from that conference with the SEC, like the numbers are comparable. So there is an argument there. But this has happened in history multiple times. The SEC has generally dominated. You see a transition, these other conferences, they find nuances to the game, and it catches us off guard for maybe 2 or 3 years, and then boom, a Florida pops up, or Alabama pops up, or Georgia pops up, LSU pops up, Auburn sneaks in there. Now you got to worry about Texas and Oklahoma in the SEC. So that's why the SEC can kind of like boast. But let's be honest, the Big Ten, they're top heavy, but their top heavy has been handling business. What else was I going to say? So when we talk about portal ads, I look at some of the personnel that got added, man. I talked about the defensive line, very high on the defensive line. But going to get this late ad with Javen James from Mississippi State on the offensive line, I got to go and look at some of his film from high school. Another tall, 6'4", 6'5", athletic tackle. Ty Haywood-ish, Michael Carroll-ish. I don't know what the idea is to go and get these guys right now. I think Strayhorn, the more that you see the assets being added, I think Strayhorn starts to become like a development piece, right? Maybe number 6. But you still got Will Sanders on roster. That's somebody that they were high on last season, right? I mean, the offensive line room is going to, the competition there is going to be good. Got all the young talent, Lloyd Jackson, Michael Carroll's, I think he's a solidified starter talent. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Who else? Desmond Zulu from South Carolina, another big get. You're talking about the trenches. Everybody had concerns about the trenches. Are they going to do pin and pull better? I think so, Cindy. With these offensive linemen, I mean, Racine Delgado, I think he is like the key to that being a success. And then the guys we got in to come and play guard. Caden Strayhorn, you got Michael Carroll probably transitioning back to guard. That's his natural position. We know how athletic he is. You get him and Ty Haywood on the right side, you might be a right side run heavy team next season. With their athleticism, how nasty those guys are, Delgado, his footwork, his ability to get out of space, get to the second level, get a hat on the hat, mess around your backside action. You got James might come over and compete to get that starting position. Booker coming in, the true freshman. I think he's going to be able to push some of those older guys that's in front of him. It wouldn't be crazy. But I do think the offensive line room is going to have some quality competition. Nick Brooks coming over from Texas, another guard. I don't think he's as athletic as those guys, but you can kind of compensate with a 6'7", 360 guy. I think you could compensate better with a 6'7", 360 guard than you can with a 6'7", 360 tackle in Caden Proctor. I honestly believe you take Wilkin Formby and put him at left tackle, Caden Proctor at left guard, you kind of get like a size balance with your two backside presence being bigger. May not be as light of foot, but you get a little bit more production, and you can kind of adjust your QB awareness based off of what you got. Similarities on balance as far as the line, offensive line. So all those ads in the trenches, I think, are going to help us on both sides of the ball, help us moving forward. Bring him in when you need 2 yards. Nah, man, hey, I think you got to get back to I think you got to get back to the 5-man continuity, getting some chemistry there. We had success rotating 7 offensive linemen last season. I'm not going to lie. But that was because you had assets across the offensive line. You were dealing with a true freshman. 2, you were dealing with 2 assets that had strengths in one area and weaknesses in the other that allowed you to balance with their rotation. You had one guy that was kind of balanced in all areas of offensive line production. So it was kind of weird to see the rotation, but it was productive and it worked, especially early in the season with injuries. Towards the end of the season, as tendencies started to get identified, it really didn't matter what we did with the offensive line rotation. The quarterback production was definitely not at the level it needed to be. So a lot of key adds from the portal are momentum behind it. A lot of people are still kind of scratching their head trying to figure out what we're going to do. I think we're set up pretty nicely. You look at the recruits. We talked about the kid earlier today from Moody that just committed to Alabama, the 3-star wide receiver. I told y'all, man, Alabama is not name chasing, and I'm glad. I'm glad they're not name chasing. I'm glad that everybody's the players that they're looking at are actual fits. I don't see a wasted motion or a wasted look in this recruiting class. Even with like Cedarian Morgan being a lot of people believe he's going to be a day one starter. Day one starter to me is not necessarily I go out there and I take the first snap. Day one starter to me is like what Ryan Williams did. You know, you're out there within the first 3 plays of your first game. You're playing 20-plus snaps a game. I think Cedarian Morgan's going to be that type of asset for the team. But I want everybody to keep their eyes out for Zay Hall. Incoming interior linebacker. I know Griffin, ain't no question about it. Griffin's ready. Him, Jara Edwards, man, it's a lot of day one guys on the defensive side. But Zay Hall might make some moves to where if he can put on 10 pounds to be at like 230. I mean, Justin Jefferson had success playing at 225, 230. Zay Hall's already 220. If he can get up to that 230, 235 range, his speed, man, he got a different gear for a running back. I mean, for a linebacker. And then, like I said, I told y'all Alabama did not want to leave this class with just one actual receiver committed and signed in this class. So you go and get 2 quality assets that fit your scheme. Once again, another 6'1" Rico Scott-like asset and Maurice Mathis. Y'all remember we talked about him on Check Him Out, Coach. Or it might have been when we was calling it Uptrend Alert. Or what it was, Under the Radar. We talked about him at Ronald Robbins as a sophomore. How he was going to get his not draft stock, but recruiting profile would grow if he got out into the right spots. A 3-star underrated recruit that's going to sign to Bama and have similar career like what we're seeing from Rico Scott, a steady production piece in the offense. May not be a primary target, may not be a superstar, but consistent as far as his production. And then Aubrey Walker, man, I'm telling y'all, you're talking about Latsier Brooks, Aubrey Walker. And I honestly hate that Jalen Mbakwe did not stay, because you would have had like a true offensive scat pack, like the Hellcat. If I get to the 230 mark, my speed would be amazing. Boy, you silly. You silly, man. But Aubrey Walker is a speedster, man. A speedster. Honestly, I think this kid might be a 4.2 kid. When he gets some speed training and he develops, these are the guys that you're scared of. Like, we look at Latsier Brooks. He's not a big dude, but he filled out that 5'10" frame, that 5'9" frame, and that twitchy athleticism. That's what you get from Aubrey Walker. And I'm telling y'all, man, go turn on the film. The highlights don't lie. The film don't lie. Moody football, they play in a tough region in Alabama. And boys play hard-nosed ball. And he's a Bama boy. Somebody with a chip on their shoulder. They closed that deal, man. We talked about this with my bro. Shout out to Hall Tech Sports, man. We talked about Walker at the beginning of the last season, as one of the underrated players in the state of Alabama. So to see him be a late commit to Alabama, man, and that's awesome, man. I can't wait to see what celebrate. Hopefully he signs on signing day. I don't think he's going to do one of them little trick flips. That sound like a skateboard move, don't it? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just talking. That's what I want to do tonight. I want to chat with y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 37 in the chat on YouTube. Continue to run the likes up. We almost at 25 likes. Y'all know our goal is 25. Every live stream, we try to want to get 25 live likes. And if you're in the chat and you just chilling, man, drop a comment. Let me know if we haven't acknowledged you. Drop a comment. Let's get some comments on the screen. I think I seen my brother Glenn Teague in the chat. Pull one of Glenn's comments up. What Glenn talking about? What's up, Glenn? Good to see you tonight, brother. Good to see you, Glenn. He said we will win a championship. I got it. I think they know we will need a running game this year coming up. Not only that, man, you look at what they didn't do in the portal. They didn't go and get a bunch of veteran backs. I think the hunger in these young guys is kind of going to be like the explosive part of the run game. Their youthfulness, their lack of experience, and their drive to want to try to make big plays, they're going to naturally find spots where to slow down at, right? It's going to naturally happen. But you got to give them volume to figure it out. I don't think we had a bad running back group this past season. But I just don't think they had enough volume to figure out a lot of these games. So, yeah, going forward, I do think this style of offense this season is truly what they want to display. What my guy Bama said, he looked like a Waddle style. Nah, surprisingly, I know people naturally want to say that, but he reminds me more of Henry Ruggs than Waddle, because his straight line speed. I think straight line speed, you line him and Lashier Brooks up together side by side, he might get Lashier Brooks on straight line. But Lashier Brooks is a track guy too. And then this is one of those things, man, in-game speed though. Like you're talking about him stemming and getting in your cushion and planting that foot on a vertical or post or a flag route or some type of like that, a deep crosser where he's kind of just climbing and he's not being that dude is going to do some damage. And then you got Lashier Brooks, who's on the other side of it where it's all twitchy, like Waddle. In the cuts, short routes, jukes, everything is like like everything is twitchy. So kind of crazy to see. Alabama went and got some dogs that have been missing since 2020, 2021. Zach, I'll even go back to say like 2019, 2018. I even go that far back and say that. Who mentioned me? My youngin' Cameron Marsh. Shout out Cameron Marsh, man. He's going to be probably the top quarterback prospect in the class of 2030. Y'all going to see his story on Bigger Than Ball, man. I can't wait to present that production to y'all. All right, y'all. Let's transition to our Bama hoops talk, man. Let's talk some Bama hoops. Jordan, we can get another beat on this mug. Let's talk some Bama hoops. All right, so y'all know with Bama hoops, I love to go ladies first. Ladies first. We like to talk about the ladies. Women's hoops, man, kicking off Sunday. Sunday, women's hoops will be tipping off against the Mississippi State Bulldogs, a home game. If everything goes as planned, I need y'all to pray for your boy. If everything goes as planned, I will leave church, early enough to make it to this game. But even if I don't make this game, I plan on getting to a lot of these women's games to close out the season. The home games, we got Ole Miss, Oklahoma, South Carolina is a must on the 19th of February. Definitely going to make that one. Excuse me, y'all. Texas on March 1st is going to be one that we're going to try to make it to also. And that's the end of the season. That'll be the end of the regular season. And of course, towards the end of March, we got some docu-series that we're going to be filming and shooting One out of Ohio, the school that Justin Hill came from. We'll be going to do a docuseries on that program and their success. A lot of people don't know about Whitten Woods up there in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to check them out and all of the alumni that has come through there, and we're going to do a lot. So, but got off track. Y'all let me do it again. Alabama tipping off against Mississippi State. Let's break down the last game. We broke it down a little bit last stream, but I want to highlight something that we are missing right now. And I'm gonna go straight to the stat sheet. I'm looking at it right now. Alabama had 35 total team rebounds, right? 39 total team rebounds. Tennessee only had 35. Mind you, we're missing two of our biggest assets. Where Alabama got hurt at is the fact that we went 21 of 59 from the field and 8 of 28 from 3-point. You can't win when you're not hitting. And I don't know if it's just the not being used to being around the rim or attacking the rim as much, but we're hoopers, ladies. We're hoopers at the end of the day. Layups must be finished. Shots around the rim must be finished because y'all doing all the small things and you're not rewarding yourself for doing the small things. It was multiple times that Tennessee got in early half court sets, then they just kind of beat us to the spot, getting set up. But that's all coming with experience. Fast forward to the Mississippi State game coming up. This is going to be one of those matchups at home. Alabama has played excellent at home. The ladies have played excellent at home. When I say you can tell that they're at home because you look at when Ace Austin and the second group comes on with the younger players. I mean, production does not drop off. Confidence doesn't drop off. And defensively, the intensity goes up. I don't know what the status is on Essence Cody. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find something. Because Alabama's the injuries for those bigs being out is huge. Now, Jones just came on and I mean, is it Ramsey? Ramsey just came on and played some quality energy minutes for us. No, there's no secret about it. She's come on and played some quality energy minutes for us. But as far as being able to get the offensive production back together, we got to have Essence Cody out there. Valencia Ramsey is who I was talking about. I mean, just energy. Her and Naomi Jones. Naomi Jones brings the intensity to the floor. Just not getting the offensive production, and it's going to come with time for those players. And as they get comfortable in this new scheme playing here at Alabama. Here we go. And y'all know I'm not no insider, man. This is all reactionary coverage. And we're going to open the phone lines up here in about, 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes to open the phone lines. So, Essence Cody, ankle January 8th against Kentucky, up third quarter. So it's looking like she may be missing. She's going to miss the next 2 games. And that's the biggest loss right now. Right now. Let me look at something. I'm going to pull one more thing up to verify. Y'all know we don't like to just throw stuff out there. Folks like to just say stuff sometimes. Read the first thing they go by. Okay. All right, yeah, so that looks like it's the only one. So we're good. We get Essence back. Big key piece. Carly Weathers. Play ball. I feel like, and if anybody pays attention to women's hoops, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like she plays a little timid in moments where she can actually showcase how much of a mismatch she is. This last game against Tennessee, she allowed, I forget the young lady's name that was guarding her. I want to say it was number 15 and number 25, I believe, from Tennessee. She allowed them to kind of intimidate her. And I think that was strategic because anybody playing Bama with this squad knows that if Weathers gets going and you have to give attention to her, she makes everybody else better once she gets going offensively. Defensively, she's always going to be a presence. She's always going to be a presence as one of the rebounding guards on the team. But if she gets going offensively, you're in trouble. So I think they put their most disruptive defenders on her to kind of remove her, knowing that we were down the offensive piece, putting the strain on Timmons, who played a solid game. So I look forward to this Mississippi State game on Sunday, see if this team can actually pull off a win at home. I think I got confidence in them. I think they will. Alabama men's hoops, man. We got Alabama versus Tennessee coming up tomorrow, y'all. Alabama versus Tennessee tomorrow. And it's always a good game. My first men's game in Tuscaloosa was Alabama versus Tennessee. Tennessee actually won that game. But looking at this matchup, man, you look at these scoring machines in Gillespie and Phelan Jr., the two guards. I think that's going to be a matchup to watch. You know, number 0 versus number 0. Aiden Sherrill has been playing some big moments, big minutes for Bama. I just think this is going to be a good matchup. You look at both teams, neither team with a crazy dominant record, kind of looking the same as far as their current records. The style of play, though, where I think Tennessee has the advantage in this game is if they want to slow it down, they can play half-court ball. Boy, Oates pissed a lot of folks off. Oh, yeah, being able to get Bediako back, Lord have mercy. That's going to be huge for us. How much is he going to be able to impact the game, though, immediately, right? How much of an impact is he going to be able to provide? I know basketball is basketball, but you got to be smart about getting him back in the flow of things. You don't want him to go out there overpressing, get an injury, and then now we got to really lose him, and we can't use him in the important time during conference tournament time and at time for tournament selection. So getting Bediako back is huge coming into this game. Can he be utilized, right? Somebody said Bediako would be the difference. I don't think we see how much of a difference he is early on. It's going to take him some time to get back into this. I promise you. And that's just basketball. But I look at what's happening on roster with some of the stats, man. Look at the scoring by the guards. Aiden Holloway, LeBaron Phelan. Both of these guys, Phelan averaging over 20. Aiden Holloway right at 18. And then you look at the spread behind them. Aiden Sherrill, Latrell Wright, so Amari Allen. Somebody that I think is kind of on the cusp of being a more consistent scorer and more productive is Houston Mallett, right? A long guard that can guard 1 through 4, can, you know, be effective in switches, right? That first 6, 7 right there is probably going to be your core that you have to build off of. Minus Reitzel. I'm not a huge fan of Reitzel's offensive decision making. And I feel like they go to him in moments where you don't have space for those. But yeah, you look at just the point spread across the roster, and you're kind of confident what Alabama does with that first 6 rotation. But what I think needs to happen right now, rebound wise, you don't have one big on Bama's roster that's like, and defensive or offensively, you don't have one big that's like really attacking the boards and securing rebounds to create extra possessions. Like nobody. The closest one is Amari Allen. He's one of your smaller forwards. He's leading the team with averaging 7.8 rebounds. Aiden Sherrill is 6'11", only averaging 6 rebounds. I know he plays around a lot at the perimeter, gets pulled to the perimeter guard wings, but intentionalness on getting to the rebound is a game changer. And then, you know, a few of our bigs have been hurt for the most part of the season, but I think if we fix the half-court sets offensively and really attack the boards on defense when they get shots up, I think we create enough turnovers. I think we take care of the ball a lot better than we did last year. Where we need to really just step up, because we're not going to change how we play in the half court. We're not going to see it happen overnight. It's all about the philosophy, and Nate Oates does not have one for the half court sets. So yeah. But yeah, that's my take on this. Going into this game against Tennessee, huge game, another opportunity for them to keep on the winning track after dropping 2 back-to-back to Vanderbilt and Texas, winning back-to-back to Mississippi State and Oklahoma. Now with the opportunity to secure home court against Tennessee, and then that Tuesday against Missouri. So Should be a couple good matchups, man. Should be a couple good matchups. And I'm excited because okay, let's see. Why are you messaging me? Hold on. Yeah, I just seen it. Yep. I just seen it. I want to see the message. So breaking news, Mary J. Breaking news. Coach Cap has gone. I'm about to pull up that article. Hold on. I'm going to pull up my message first. Do I show the message, Megan? Is Megan in here? Let me try to get a screenshot. Yep, it just happened today as official. Yeah. Shoo. Look, Deron. Shoo. All right. So that, like I said, when we had the conversation, somebody asked me about it yesterday. I said I felt like they was bringing in other assets to help bring in and kind of scheme in the pin and pull. This is good. This is good. You look at what they went and got. And it's crazy because everybody had high hopes or everybody thought that he was staying. I felt like that they were just going to have to depart, man. It's going to be hard to get that zone run blocking scheme and space run game concepts, right? Not gap attacking, but space, creating space by offensive line movement and giving your running back the multiple options, multiple lane options, because you're blocking, you're creating, you're freezing motion at the second level, right? You're freezing the defense in the second level. You're standing up the first level in the trenches and you're creating movement with your offensive line, freezing the second level. And that's why that offensive run game didn't look like it was supposed to. So yeah, there were rumors, but wow, it's time for a change. Yeah. And see those rumors, man, you look at the rumors of everything that was said, like, bro, I get so many screenshots of these bullcrap message boards and I don't pay attention to it, especially in this stage. Like right now, we got so much recruiting coverage that we about to start breaking down for this 27 class, the guys that are in this 27 class that Alabama's offering, that are verbals, like the type of relationships we're building. That's going to be the fun part. I don't care about coach firing news and portal news, all that stuff. I don't care about none of that. Because when I talk to staff members, it's about the wellness of the players. Like, what you feeling about this player, how this player looking, this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's definitely some good news for Bama. So let's get ready to get on the phone lines. Let's take a quick infomercial break. Let everybody know how to join the AAA family. And then we're going to open the phone lines. Reaction, Coach Cap getting fired. And then we're going to have some updates when we come back. I'm trying to text and see what I could get real quick, y'all. Go ahead, Jordan. Take us to our infomercial break. Oh, he don't know which one. I got you. Here we go. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, New perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
That's my tweet, y'all. That's my tweet, y'all. What y'all think? Does this explain how y'all feel right now, chat? Does this explain how you feel as a Bama fan right now? And y'all complaining, talking about the staff ain't trying to do nothing. And oh, Lord. That is so funny. Roll Tide AAA family, let's get these phone lines open. I don't know what happened to it, y'all. I told y'all we had an update right as the show was coming live. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna try to reset it one more time. If it don't work, we might not have no phone line, y'all. And y'all could blame Jesse Jackson. Blame Jesse Jackson. All right. It wasn't me. All right, let's get it. I think we're good now. 334-625-1121. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game. Coach Smook, we'll get you on the line. We got a lot of things happening. We reacting to just everything hot topics. It's your night. Ain't no certain topic. Phone line is open. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game. Coach Smook, we'll get you on the line and get you talking your thoughts on the show tonight. We got our first call on the line. Y'all know who it is. Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game? Talk to me, man. Hold on, we ain't got you in the mic. Hold on, let's see. Let's get him straight. Let's get him straight. All right, say something now, Zach.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, they got you. All right, man. Talk to us, man.
Okay.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, not surprised that Coach Cap got fired. I mean, I am, but then again, I'm not, because I understand with the direction we want to take this team, and he didn't fit that direction, so I understand it. The Charles Bediako situation, I don't like it, or I don't agree with the situation, but again, it's part of what they opened up with NIL, players wanting to backtrack and things like that now, and so it took a turn for you're creating situations like that with NIL without parameters around it, and so I was kind of shocked that he done that, but it didn't surprise me because I knew something like a situation like that was coming.
And it's crazy. Bama fans, they're praising this. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like it. I don't like it. I think now that Alabama has done it, you're going to see guys, and let's just say, Bronny James, right? He can. You're basically telling him he can go back to school right now.
Yeah.
Like, why? You've already made that transition. That, to me, it doesn't do good for the game. It brings unnecessary attention to your team. I don't, and I'm looking at, like, you're talking about 2 years in the G League.
Yeah.
Not just half a season, or you went and did a trial or workout and got some ratings about your draft prospects or your prospective profile, but you played 2 years in the G League. You've been playing at the professional level.
Right.
Oh, they said I'm frozen. My bad, y'all. Every time I change screen, StreamYard's tripping. Am I still frozen, chat? I think I'm good. Oh, yeah, we're good.
But yeah, and I agree with you, Coach. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if he did kind of like what Fallon did and tested and went and worked out and everything, and then decided last minute that it wasn't for him, or he wasn't getting the grades that he expected, and then him coming back to at the beginning of the season, I could see that. But he played 2 years, basically 2 years in the pros. So I mean, it puts him at a it puts the other players at a disadvantage because of the situation, you know. And then on top of that, you're making the university look bad in a way for allowing a situation like this to happen. You know, it just brings bad publicity all around, and I don't agree with it. You
Facts. Well, Zach, we getting our cues on the phone line. Final thoughts, man, before we open the phone line back up. And chat, if you're waiting on the phone lines, wait till he hang up. It's probably going to be a 20-second delay, and then try to call in. Zach, go ahead and take the floor, man. Final thoughts.
My final thoughts is, I think we went out and got some dogs in this transfer portal.
Got some what? Got some dogs. What we got, Zach? Some dogs.
Some dogs, which we have been missing at Alabama. We all can agree on for a while. And so my final thoughts on the situation, I'm glad we went out and got the pieces that we did. Were they like slam dunk big name pieces? No, but I'm okay with that because, again, it brings bad publicity. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. Roll Tide.
All right, Roll Tide, Zach, man. Y'all give it up for Zach. Zach said, I don't know what I'm saying, man. I'm just having a good time tonight, man. Y'all know I'm calling to do my job and get the hell up out of here, man. Coach Smook, stop having me call into your damn show, man. I'm trying to get my... No, I'm just playing. Appreciate Zach for calling in, man. Y'all know that's my guy, man. He always going to call in and give us some good insight, some good thoughts. All right, 205, you can call back. Let's see who this is.
Call from.
This Mike.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man.
Hey, man, I know how we can help Bama football.
What's that?
Our boy Will Anderson left a year early. Let's get him back, man.
Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? Or we can go back. Bump that. Let's go back and get Landon Dickerson. You know, let's go get him on that O-line. Let's go get Jonah. We can go get Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
we
man,
can just go back
crazy.
and just put the whole squad back together again. Get Jihad back. He only been in for a year now, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Come on.
This is a mess, man. NCAA has absolutely zero credibility, man. I'm telling you, it is a mess. Is it Nate? Okay, how did this come about? Is it Nate Oakes seeing that we're short on the rebounding and that defensive low post presence, and this was kind of just a pie in the sky idea. How do you think this came about?
Brother, I think somebody really sat back and this is going to bring some crazy attention to not just college football, NIL and management and things of that, but something's going to come up from basketball, Alabama's basketball program. As crazy and as sad as it, like, I'm a realist when it comes to this. Something's going to come up to where there's going to be a collective group of organizations that are going to agree and say, oh yeah, that was wrong. That shouldn't have happened. Punish them. And now we're not going to do it anymore either. That's what's going to happen with this situation. And I don't like it. I don't like it for the sport. And this is what Coach Saban was scared of, like the lack of structure with NIL. It wasn't not to give NIL, but to the lack of structure behind NIL. Hey, we got tight phone call times tonight. What you think about Coach Cap getting fired, man? Talk about it.
Oh, come on, man. You know I'm happy.
Oh, happy day.
If I could rap a song real quick and put something together on this one, I would, man. I'm tickled to death. I want that run game back.
Yes,
that's
Lord.
going to help complement the pass game, and the pass game can help complement the run game.
Yes, Lord.
And we won't be so predictable. It just helps. And this kid from Moody that we just got, the Aubrey kid, hey, I heard you talking about him earlier. The kid's got some moves.
He does, man. And I don't think y'all remember how much of a open field impact Ruggs was. He was the one, like, he was moving so fast, arm tackles didn't stop him. Now Waddle will leave you tackling air. Ruggs just ran through stuff. Like he'll put his foot in the ground. Solid jukes and stuff, but he was not the elusive type of athlete. I think Brooks is more Waddle-ish. And if y'all remember how Christian Jones would get in the open field and just kind of make plays, Cyrus Jones before he got switched to DB, or even in on punt return, like the way they make moves, that's why I see from Aubrey Walker. But don't let him get the sideline or hit a seam like without. Nobody's touching him and Latier Brooks. You know how dangerous that's gonna be.
Yeah, and you just can't have guys that just run straight down the field. You got to have these kids you can throw a short pass to, get them in open space. And those open space runs, they can go the distance.
Yep. Rico Scott, Latier Brooks, Aubrey Walker, even MJ Cherwin. Like, I don't think people realize, like, they brought their kid back for a reason and gave him a scholarship.
Yeah.
They brought him
sympathy.
Like that young man is a route technician. He's a strong runner. Like he's a running back, basically playing wide receiver. So
I want to get into the depths of these wide receivers this year instead of being, 1, 2, 3. Like Rico. All I hear about it, Rico, is this, and this, but you don't really get to see him catch the ball and see what he can do. This Treadway kid, I like to see him get the ball. I want to see a wealth of distribution amongst the wide receivers more than just the top 3.
Brother,
that's something I'm looking forward to.
And we got to get you out of here, but you got to think, man. The way that this offensive scheme was designed, I look at it and I say, I don't see a Cap matching Grubb type of persona. He's so chill. He's not even what Baylor did in the run game. It was more so the traditional run scheme. Like, I think of Sam Pittman as being a direct target right now. Like, I truly do. I think
wouldn't hurt my feelings.
And then, like, right now, we know what he does. We know what he brings to. But a lot of people believe that I like what we did with Sherman, getting Sherman on the staff. He has the offensive line experience. I know he's coming over on the player development staff, but with the personnel staff, you bring him over on the personnel staff, he's going to be recruiting the offensive line. So he's going to be on the field just like former player Chapman. Josh Chapman, former player, is on the field. He's a personnel staff member, but he's out there at practice giving his expertise, evaluating guys, doing things. So this staff got a good idea of what they're doing, and to get these type of guys, man, we're in a good position. But final thoughts, man, we're going to get this phone line back opened up.
Just excited. This, something had to give on offense, and you knew it wasn't going to be his boy Grubb. He was safe, but you had to have a change. Too much smoke, too much fire. 2 years in a row not running, inexcusable. Got to get it on track. So there had to be a fall guy, and I think they got the right one. I just didn't see any improvement along the year. So let's get I want a guy that's proven. I don't want to take chances. No flip the coin from. We need like a Pittman. We know he knows the offensive line.
Yeah.
Someone like, if it's not him, it needs to be someone else like him that knows what the heck they're doing on day one.
Hey, I'm
credibility.
I'm gonna give you an explosion for that one, because you said something that kind of I've been saying. Like you brought together a staff that had a lot of potential.
Yep.
You looked at what you did last year, the staff moves that you made from last year. You went with Sheridan. You did decent. Like, for what Sheridan did, I think you did good with play calling last year. All the assets he had, how it came together, I think you did good. Defensively, you saw him struggle early on. They got some things. The production was mainly impacted in the secondary. They had the best production. They get rid of one of those guys to open up space to bring in some more linebacker and D-line help. And you see the production get better in that area. So now you get a chance to attack the offensive line. What do? You lose a wide receiver personnel. You bring in another passing game coordinator / former play caller and wide receiver developing Derek Nix. So you're not bringing Kalen DeBoer down to add. And then you still have Tyler Hughes on this staff, who is very, very intricate in pass scheme development, right? Helping design the pass scheme. But then you go and get an offense. You got to go and find that offensive line coach and assistant coach. And I think you kind of got that with Sherman being on the development staff. But then you get a guy like Huff or Pittman, like the super chat says, my guy brother QC Green talking about $4.99 super chat says, I wonder if Coach Huff or Pittman is coming to T-Town. I think it's a realistic thing. I told y'all about a month and a half ago that Pittman would be a huge target to try to get on to Alabama, because it's not a sympathy hire for him. He's a quality coach. There's a reason why Arkansas kept him and kept giving him the opportunities. You're Arkansas. But, man, I appreciate you for calling in, man, and roll tide, my brother.
All right, brother. Have a good weekend. Roll tide.
You too, man, and stay warm, man. Y'all give it up for my guy, man. I think we should hire Pruitt to coach the O-line. Glenn, you sound like them boys, man. You sound like them boys. Hey, why you playing, though? How you playing? You go get Pruitt to come over there and coach the defense, right? You get him on that defensive side. I think you slide maybe Chuck Morrell over there to the offensive side. He worked with the running backs last year. Most running back coaches and linebacker coaches have that offensive line experience. Linebacker coaches, especially inside linebacker, they coach their guys to watch offensive linemen, so they study offensive line technique. They have to have extensive knowledge in run game, run schemes, right? Different styles of run blocking schemes, different keys that you can indicate, used to indicate what's coming at you defensively. So it wouldn't be crazy. Chuck Morales is one of those Swiss Army knife type coaches. You can put him in just about any position group and get quality development. He was assistant to the running backs last year. Wouldn't be crazy. I will O-line coach Pittman, Huff. Nah, I'm stick. I think they're going to get Pittman. I truly do. I truly do. Or a Pittman-like asset. Somebody from that Pittman tree, whoever came through Pittman's tutelage at Arkansas or has that same backing or scheme experience in that development offensive line. Can Coach Pittman coach the style of lineman to fit Grubb offense? I think when you're talking about overall offensive lineman development, you get a guy that has that mechanics, right? That's who your position coach is now. Getting your guys to do what they need to do in scheme, that's your assistants for the most part, right? You got structured guys and you got guys that help execute. You can find balance in that. We saw it kind of with the D-line. Jamie Mosley, Freddie Roach, the way that they're coaching the D-line, you can see how it's coming together, it's meshing together, development-wise. Tennessee poached Indiana strength coach offer their O-line coach. Hey, I wouldn't mind going to get the strength and conditioning coach out there at SMU. At SMU, that's a different type of guy. He's coming up in ranks. Has Pittman said he isn't retired? I don't think he made it official that he was retired. Let me see if I can find something, chat. Hey, so I said retired coach. Oh man. So y'all want me to tell y'all it was crazy? So there have been reports in the last 7 minutes that Sam Pittman could be going to Alabama as we've been live. Go look it up on Google right now. Sam Pittman could be going to Alabama. Everybody want to go live and talk about it after it's breaking news. They saying he was in Lake Hamilton. He's been chilling, contemplating retirement. I think Sam Pittman's the perfect fit, though. You look at his experience at Georgia. Pittman would benefit him and helping him get better, similar to Lane or Stark. Oh, I think so. Good take. Let's take. I see Texas trying to make major moves in their D hiring Muschamp as their defensive coordinator. Do you think those systems going to clash, though? Do you think those styles going to clash? I think I don't know. Sark has become a lot better game manager. I think I'm thinking about Kiffin when I think about the systems clashing. Yeah, I froze again. Every time I go to a different screen, y'all. I'm sorry. I got it. I know he can the line for the run. I think with Pittman, because of how he just develops offensive linemen just as the position, he's going to find success anywhere as an offensive line coach. Oh yeah, heavy. Saban wanted Pittman. Pittman was a high priority for a lot of people. How soon do you expect the hire? I'm not saying that it's possible, but I do believe you'll have a hire before the middle of February, before the fourth quarter program starts. I think you'll have a hire before then. And honestly, the way that things were moving and the way that the staff changes are happening, you might see one before Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, a lot of times a lot of these announcements are made Wednesday, Thursday. Between Tuesday and Thursday is usually when we have those. So I thought Coach DeBoer moved Nunez to another position. He is. Nunez is he's not the quarterbacks. Or is he? Yeah, he's the quarterback coach, right? They moved him to quarterback coach. Let's see. No, Ellis went to quarterback coach. Nah, Nunez still special teams. Nunez still special teams. Yep, Nunez still special teams as of now. Coach Jones, DBs. All right, I feel like this about to be. They're gonna have to make that happen with with Pittman. I think you gotta go get that higher. Like Dave said on the phone line. Who we lost /game. We lost Chris Cap. Lost Chris Cap. Yeah, he gone. It's official. Yeah, Ellis is the QB coach. I froze again. Ellis is our QB coach. Brian Ellis. Lady Tamara said, late. You here, though. Phone line open. Is Grubb returning? He hasn't been on the recruiting trail. Yes, he has. He was just in LaGrange with the staff yesterday. Or 2 days ago. He was just in LaGrange. Bama boy, you be on them other channels too much, man. Is this Coach Cap rumor true? Oh, it ain't no rumor. It happened. They just made the announcement. It's an official announcement. It's an official announcement. I thought because of all of the portal moves that they were going to stick it out with him, but you all remember I had my thoughts on what this staff was going to do. I think there was a true disconnect on the offensive side between the offensive line coach and the coordinator. We saw a lot of miscommunication on run calls, right? And believe it or not, pass pro is a lot easier. You could go a lot of base and kind of live a lot of times, and that's what I think happened with Bama this past season. Alacia said, I'm frozen again. I'm back. Am I back alive? Does Huff leave the NFL? Man, I think Huff is good. Y'all see what Seattle doing? Sky Huff is not going nowhere. Yeah, he just went to the Rams. He not going nowhere. Didn't the Rams just lose Jesse Minter? Yeah, he playing tight ends coach at he coaching tight ends at the Rams. I didn't even know he moved to the Rams. Shoot, he might come to Bama. We might get Huff. You know what? I've been having so many meetings, y'all. I ain't even been on the insider tip. Like, I be having so many messages. Like right now, if I show y'all my Twitter inbox, I guarantee y'all I got maybe 15, 16 messages right now. Is it true about Coach Cap? I'm the fake insider. Don't ask me nothing, Twitter. Don't ask me nothing, Twitter. I'm the fake insider. Don't ask me nothing. All right. Dalton, we talked about this one on the game the other night. This why you better than the Bama Standard. This the real Bama Insider info. It's funny because I can't say a lot of things, man. I'm in a space right now. I talk to like people directly, bro. Chat, I just need y'all to understand that. And these people, they watch my show. I talk to people directly. So I respect a relationship more than a click, I promise you. And sometimes I have to sit back and be like, dang, bro, I gotta let this bum act like he knows something and get clips of people saying stuff that they are so far off about and just sit back and laugh. There are people that watch that support the channel, that rock with me, that have my personal number, and I will talk to them and literally just be talking about things that I'm being told and be like, man, if some get out, I know who said it. If some get out, I know who said it. And so the ones that I trust, it's a reason why I trust them, because they'll get a narrative or they'll start hearing what public is saying. They'll be like, man, Smook ain't say that. And then that public stuff start going aside. They be like, why I get so quiet? Smook, what you said about this? And I'll be like, just wait. I don't have no time trying to prove myself. I just speak on what I hear and that's it. But yeah. He with the Rams. Yeah, I seen that. My boy said, no sucking up, Coach. You the man. I be trying, bro. I'm graced by God. That's all it is. Yeah. I get you. Nah, bro. I ain't getting on the game tonight, bro. I ain't getting on the game tonight. I don't really have time to be on the game. Hey, y'all, we're going to close the phone lines. I'm going to get off the show, man. It's about to be 9 o'clock. Well, 8:30. I'm going to get off tonight. I got to go make some preparations for the weather this weekend. And I want y'all to be safe tonight, too. Give me a second. And we're going to transition out of here. Jordan, do the outro for us real quick. Do the outro, and then we're going to close out the show, man. Nice short show. I told y'all I didn't want to be longer than an hour and a half. I'm thinking about doing a live tomorrow, but it probably won't be a show. It'll probably just be on the mobile just to chat with y'all, be on TikTok live, do some things, get some content out. Y'all help us promote our presence at the Panini Senior Bowl. Help us promote that. As y'all see the graphics and the videos go out, help support the Coach Smook Network, myself, Chastity Do Chastity Do making it do what it do. She's gonna be there on the scene, the brand manager. We got some solid interviews lined up already, y'all. Shout out to Walk-Ons for sponsoring that and helping us out for real. Shout out to Walk-Ons for helping us out. And yeah, man, we excited. We excited. I know y'all looking at me like, man, he don't look like he got no. No, it ain't that I got no energy. I'm in pure bliss right now with my life. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to make a big move, something that I haven't done in my adult life. I'm going to take a leap of faith. So y'all will hear about it tomorrow if it happens. So check this out, though, man. We appreciate y'all for joining in, and make sure y'all pull up and support all of the things we got going on here at the Coach Smook Network. Jordan, go ahead and take us out with the 2026 outro, man. All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family. Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA Phantom. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to the space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Catch you on the next one.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
All right. AAA family, appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man, and hanging out with your boy. Give yourself a hand clap. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for liking and sharing the stream. TikTok, tapping the stream, tapping the screen, keeping everybody in the stream. Hey, we got 33 likes on the stream. We hit our 25 like goal. Shout out to all of our sponsors, as you saw in the video. Every link to help support and help these other partners and sponsors grow is in the chat. Make sure y'all check them out, support, help the channel grow by doing that, clicking the links and all of the partners. We actually have an opportunity with YouTube, y'all. We are in a certain percentile with our viewership. I know we haven't had the crazy live crowds like we've had on the YouTube side, but we've had post-live viewership that has continued to grow. So continue to share the stream. If you're watching this post live, like it, leave a comment, post live. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on Coach Cap being fired. It's all breaking news, good stuff. Not good stuff, but, Alabama's going in the right direction. So, Alabama fans, thank y'all for tuning in. AAA family, thank y'all for y'all support. Each member with the wristbands, thank y'all for showing love tonight. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed night. Stay safe out there in that weather. If you're in the storm, y'all, stay warm, y'all. Stay safe. Keep yourself protected. Protect your families. Appreciate everybody for the super chats tonight. And God blessing, Godspeed. Y'all be blessed. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's get out of here, Jordan.
Crimson in my veins, talking Bama in the microphone. Look me up on YouTube. True cut, straight from the stone. Ain't no selling their retails, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I bleed it. From the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see your film. Study so militant, I ain't guessing a thing. Break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.